Hero CPL, welcome to the highlights of match number 19. The Jamaica Tallawahs up against the Trinbago Knight Riders, live from Warner Park. A couple of changes in each side as we headed into today's match. Shamar Brooks was back, Versamy Permol was back, Leonardo Julian at the top for the Trinbago Knight Riders, and they welcome back one of their best, Ali Khan. Toss was made and they were sent into bat with the Trinbago Knight Riders. Started with Lendl Simmons and Leonardo Julian. Quite circumspect for the most part. You'll see some boundaries here, but Lendl Simmons 42 off 39 and Julian 17 from 25. Put on 46 for the opening wicket. And it was very tough conditions. A lot of spin, a lot of turn. The first wicket, and it was for Versamy Permol who picked it up. Caught by Shamar Brooks, and Julian was out for 17. This was a big six for Lendl Simmons. He was joined by Colin Munro at this stage, and when Lendl Simmons fell caught and bowled, it was left to Munro and Pollard to try and do something. Munro went, and DM Bravo came to the crease.
Bravo played a couple of nice shots, one through the offside. It was a difficult chance back at Imad Wasim, who had a good day with the ball. Then Bravo went onside. Really a crisp striker of the ball. But then in trying to go for another, this was a good catch held by Imad Wasim, who's been a nice plus and bonus for the Tallawahs again. But Tim Seifert started an important partnership, a half-century partnership with Karen Pollard. And it really is the quick hands, Simon Dool, which has allowed him to fare so well so far in the series.
Yeah, been brilliant, hasn't he? And Pollard then just found his range late in the piece with some maximums. That one the best struck. And this was an all-run 4. Let's take a look at this from Permol, who spills the catch. And do I throw it? Don't I throw it? Seifert says, well, if you're not going to throw it, I'll come back. Then Pretorius misses it. And Seifert says, well, have another, thank you very much. And Karen Pollard picks up 4 after hitting it to short third man. Finished it in style, though. That one bounce over mid-wicket, and then a flat one straight back at our commentary box. 49 runs off the last 2 overs, and a brilliant finish for TKR. So, as I said, Simmons started things off in circumspect fashion, but 42 from 39. I think was a very good start. Wickets in hand was the key, and that's what it proved. 167 for 4. Bowling figures, Pretorius expensive. Imad was brilliant, 1 for 13. And Permol as well, 1 for 20. The pick of the bowlers, Carlos Brathwaite with a wicket, 1 for 16. So 168 required for the Tallawahs. It was Kenar Lewis and Hyder Ali. Hyder Ali went early, caught Seifert, bowled Ali Khan. And at this stage, Ian Bishop, he was just starting to get into his work. This was a 4 back down the ground. And then next over from Ali Khan, another one.
Yeah, very impressive to find a little bit of extra bounce and a touch of movement on a very dry surface. He got rid of Shamar Brooks, who they would have been looking at the Tallawahs, that is a stabilizer. Imad Wasim, he had a couple of nice shots. He got 11 from 7 or 8 deliveries, but then he pulled Rampal straight to Ali Khan, who could do no wrong all day.
Yeah, they needed a lot, didn't they? Rodman Powell picked up a really good, clean strike over deep mid-wicket. A lot of turn on offer, as you can see from that picture. And then Rodman Powell just looking to go a little bit leg side to one that was quite a long way outside off. Dismissed for 22 from 20. Darren Bravo with the catch on that occasion. And this was a beauty from Sunil Narayan.
Too good for Jason Mohammed, who knows Sunil Narayan quite well from their time playing back in Trinidad and Tobago. Carlos Brathwaite showed his power and his muscularity in that Akil Hussain over. But again, Hussain held his nerve and came back strong towards the back end of the same over. He's been a stalwart for TKR this season. Then Russell trying to take on Sunil Narayan in over number 16. couldn't get it over the ropes, again held by Darren Bravo.
It's all falling apart at this stage for the Tallawahs. Chris Green with chipping one just to Munro at mid-off. That was Ali Khan's 4th wicket, and then it was finished off by Ravi Rampal. Comfortable catch down on the long on boundary, a long off boundary for Darren Bravo once again. All out for 92, Jamaica Tallawahs in search of 168, and it just proved too difficult. Not much to speak of on their scorecard whatsoever. 22 for Powell, the top score, and they were all out for 92 in the 19th over. Bowling was brilliant. Ali Khan, 3 overs, 4 for 6. Pierre was good, Hussain was good, they were all good. To be fair, the Trinbago Knight Riders did not do anything wrong whatsoever with the ball. So in their 100th CPL match, it was the Trinbago Knight Riders who were far too good for the Jamaica Tallawahs. 167 for 4, played 92 all out. Trinbago Knight Riders winning by 75 runs. Thanks, everyone.
It's how we play. The Trinbago Knight Riders have now completed a clean sweep over the Jamaica Tallawahs in this edition of the Hero CPL. I'm joined with the captains. I'll start off with Rovman. Rovman, first of all, commiserations on the result. 63 in the last 3 overs, an ignominious record. What went wrong there?
I think we just didn't bowl to our plan. You know, we had a plan to keep them away from the small side, and we bowled too straight. You know, we should have gone to our wide Yorkers a little bit earlier.
And in terms of the end that you finished from, you're the first team to actually bowl the last over, the 20th over from the pavilion end, especially given which strip that we played on. What's the reason for that?
I think it comes down to execution. You know, if we had executed better in the last 3-4 overs, you know, we would have been saying a different thing. You know, we decided that we're going to bowl wide to the small, and that is the general plan for all the teams. And we came today and we bowled straight.
15 for 5 in the last game, 28 for 4 in this game in terms of the power play. You aren't winning many games with that start, are you?
Yeah, definitely. You know, that's some area for concern now. You know, it happened 2 games and we'll go again tomorrow. You know, but hopefully overnight the guys can get it right. You know, we sit down and keep building our plans. You know, we're still a good team. 2 games don't make us a bad team.
That's right, 2 games wouldn't make you a bad team, but the mood might be a little bit down. How do we get that mood back up for that, as you mentioned, a quick turnaround tomorrow?
Yeah, we're going to spend an hour. You know, we always plan, whether we win, lose, or draw, to spend an hour together. You know, play a little bit of domino, Jamaican style, have some food, and just to talk it over in the dressing room sometime. That's all we need.
Commiserations once again, Rovman, and all the best in the remaining matches.
Thanks a lot, man.
If I can get the winning captain, Karen Pollard, to join me here. Karen, just over 100 after the 17th over, ended up with 167. You timed that charge really well, didn't you?
Yeah, it looks so at the end, but it was pretty difficult out there. Obviously, not the ideal, sort of position you want to be in, after 17 overs. But again, you have to take the conditions into consideration. And we lost our 2 set batters in the middle there. So new batters coming in trying to get set on that wicket was always going to be difficult. But what we need to do sometimes is just hold that charge a bit longer. And having myself and Tim at the end there, Tim came in and gave us that impetus, because at one point I think the guys were saying, Pollard, come out strike and give Tim the strike. But I thought a total team effort from a batting perspective, it wasn't going to be easy. And getting 160, I thought we were right into the game.
You mentioned Tim there. I was going to ask you about Tim, but you covered that question. In terms of strategy and tactics, Sunil Narayan bowled the 10th over. We've seen him start in the power play before. Tactically, were you saving him for Andre Russell, that matchup?
Yeah, of course. Both Carlos and Andre, if you look at the last game, as well, they got away from us, when he finished bowl pretty early. And now that we had a score on the board, we were able to squeeze in some overs a bit earlier. So once you have someone like an Narayan in the back end to bowl 3-4 overs on a trot, they have to take a chance against him, going against the breeze, as well. So it worked out perfectly for us today. And, sometimes, as individuals, if, say, for instance, an Narayan, he's willing to adjust for what the team requires when we need him to bowl in the power play. So, but having said that, I thought, Ali was fantastic at the start.
You seem to be preempting my questions. You mentioned at the toss, if anyone can, Ali can. And Ali didn't disappoint, didn't he?
Yeah, of course. He has been doing it time and time again for us as a franchise. For certain circumstances why he would not have been playing the first couple of games, and we know everyone was calling for him. So obviously we are owned by Shah Rukh Khan. We need Ali Khan, and he came and he delivers for us. He's going to do well, he's going to do badly, but we're going to continue to back him. But again, disappointed Rafi. I'm sure not bowling a new ball is getting wickets for us, but as I said before, that's what team is all about. Trying to maximize, what you have in the dressing room, and guys being, helpful and wanting others to do well.
Peaking at the right time, getting the momentum at the right time.
Yes, so we just want to continue to get 2 points. The first half of the tournament went too well for us, especially from a batting perspective, and the bowlers continue to do a good job for us. So, yes, peaking at the right time, but with the way how this tournament is structured, when we get into the playoff stage, it's just one match and it can be out. So, for us, it's just trying to cover all bases and trying to do the right things and let the outcome determine how we go through our process.
Thank you, Karen. Congratulations once more.
Thank you.